let's go to some Liverpool fans. A lot of you are not happy. Let's go to Andy. He's a Liverpool fan, right, Andy?
Hi, Andy.
Hi, guys. How are you both? You okay?
Well, I mean, how are you feeling? I mean, look, I'm a Spurs fan. I'm annoyed tonight, but ours was a tough fixture away from home. But look,
Jamie, mate, I've been. Do you know what? I've been calling in for a while now. Even at the back end of to be honest, even halfway through the end of last season, just to say, like, we had to be really careful even last season because we were so lucky that we were playing just technical, boring, slow 5-yard pass football, and we got away with it. And then this season, we've been found out we are just appalling. We need to get Arne Slot out because he is absolutely murdering the legacy.
Arne Slot out? You want him out?
Get him out. Get Arne Slot out. He is killing this club.
Wow.
Honestly, the guy has not got a clue. Honestly, firstly,
you had a clue last season when you won the league.
Mate, I was saying last season that we had to be really careful because the way he was playing, there was Jurgen Klopp brought success. I know I shouldn't compare, but I'm gonna. But Jurgen Klopp brought emotion, passion, and hard work to Liverpool. Not just we won the league on hard work. If you looked at the midfield that we had when we won the league, they weren't technically the best players at all. You know, Jordan Henderson, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, those players, they were good players. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, compare them to like Man City's midfield, technically they weren't as good. But what they did have was energy, passion, drive. They put the graft in. But this season, like, forget today's game because we put out, you know, whatever that was.
Andy, do you know what's an incredible stat? When Liverpool won the league last year, they beat Spurs, didn't they? And won the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was 4 players started at the weekend from that team. That's how many changes there's been.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Like you had a winning formula last season. You had that, and don't get me wrong. I know you want to bring your own stamp on things, but you don't just rip the whole winning formula out in one go. You do it drip by bit. You know, we've just turned into we've tried to do this whole Galactico thing of just buy every player just because we think we've got the money, and you can see Arne Slot has not got a clue. Every week it's a different team. But every team we put out, we play these 5-yard passes. Dean, you probably saw that when you watched the game today, and you've probably seen it all season. But he talks about playing with this double pivot. But every time our back four has got the ball, one player is stood in front of them. Everybody else is just occupying space somewhere else on the pitch, and we cannot play through the lines.
Well, so also, Andy, Liverpool had wide receivers, which were Salah and Diaz, who will run without the ball. Nunez will run without the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Van Dijk used to ping that ball to Salah. He stopped doing it. He's not doing it like he was doing it before. Obviously, you've lost Trent's range of passing, disguise passing as well. But just to make you realise, because I don't think people realise, the players who've left the club from last season, Trent, Elliott, Quansah, Robbo's not playing, left back, Diaz, Nunez, Kelleher, Tsimikas has gone. There's a few others. Who else has gone? Jota, obviously, tragically gone. But all them players for me, I wouldn't let any of them go.
Yeah, they're all top quality players, and like you say, we've let them go so we could buy in these sort of players that are going to sell the T-shirts and things. And literally, the only one that you can really think about that's actually hit the ground running is Ekitike, and he's been dropped to put Isak on the pitch, and you're just thinking, what on earth is going on in like this? The mentality. Why is our mentality switched? You know, honestly, you're the one in control of putting the players out on the pitch. You're the one who's supposed to be getting these players ready, getting these players organised, but also getting these players getting ready to play with passion. I'm telling you now, Jurgen Klopp would absolutely not have let these players go out at the start of this season with what happened to Jota and play like this. They would be playing with so much passion and emotion, and yet what we're playing with is just dead energy. And
Andy, you're the first person that's rung up, right? You're the first person I've heard saying it for about 6 months. Hard work. That's gone out, like that word has sort of got this high press now, or get through the press, or pressed well. How about basic hard work?
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
Liverpool's front three, even when Mane was there, Firmino and Salah, the front three, you had to get past them three who worked their socks off. They all sprint. So the first message that needs to go into Gakpo, Ekitike, Isak, Salah. By the way, have you four stopped sprinting? They never played tonight, so I'm not having a go at them tonight. Just in general, it has to be pumped into them that comes first. We sign
100%.
talented players who work hard, and you sprint, you get your foot in, and you make it difficult for them to come out against you.
They've gone away from that.
And you know what, Dean? Sorry, Jamie, to interrupt you there, mate. But like, Gravenberch is a great on-the-ball player, right? But other than that, he doesn't offer much. Gakpo, the only thing he does is gets the ball on the left-hand side, cuts on his right foot, whips it in. That's all. There's nothing else that's offered. When Gravenberch was brought in, he didn't get a sniff in the team, and we brought in Endo because we needed somebody who could actually anchor and play off the ball and defend off the ball in the midfield. Because, like you said, we had a great front three in Diaz, Nunes, or Jota, bless him, and Salah, who, like as you say, could do the hard work. If you got past them, then you had Szoboszlai, and then Endo, a quality little terrier player, and McAllister, who was one of those who was great on the ball. And then once you got past all of that, then you got to Konate, Van Dijk, and Robbo. I don't put Trent in there because he couldn't defend, but he did all right every now and again. But
don't get away from the fact
when Trent played for England, there was no wide receivers, and he got the blame. Trent's like a quarterback.
Yeah,
he can. If you make a run, it's Tom Brady, the equivalent. He'll find you over the top of somebody. Trent could find you, but now they haven't got wide receivers.
Andy, thanks for calling. I'm going to go to Lee. He's a Liverpool fan. Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, you all right?
Lee, what's going on, mate? This is a disaster class.
I think you've hit nail on head when the show started. That what is Arne Slot doing tonight? I mean, you've got fans there. They're working hard. They're paying a lot of money. We've drove down, travelled quite far tonight. When we nearly got there, we heard the team mentioned. Honestly, we nearly turned around. It's just a joke. It's ridiculous.
How much you pay to get in, by the way? How much is it to get in? How much is it to get in the ground tonight, League Cup?
You're looking at least £40, £50 to get in tonight. Then obviously you've got your travel costs and things like that.
Yeah.
But my main issue for me is, especially with the Carabao Cup, you're getting a lot of fans that they only have that opportunity to go to the game. And do they not care about the fans, these managers that are just...
Wow.
I mean, I understand resting players. Every team rests players in the Carabao Cup, and that's fine.
Yeah, but tonight was ridiculous. He threw the towel in, mate. The bench as well was a disgrace. As Dean makes a good point, Lee. Like you can rotate and you can almost say, right, we're going to give some young lads a chance, get them some experience. So I can almost understand that. But you have Salah on the bench. Do you know what I mean? You have your best players on the bench to say, you know what? If it's 0-0 or the game's getting away from us a little bit, I'll bring on the big guns, and we might win it, or we might nick it, or we won't embarrass ourselves. But
exactly,
embarrass yourselves tonight, and 6 out of 7. It's getting a little bit. This is getting a little bit ridiculous now.
I'm reluctant to have a go at him, Ginny, because I've been a manager and I know how hard it is, and I don't know what's going through his head. He's probably thinking about the games coming up; they're more important. But I'm on talkSPORT. I'm getting paid to give my opinion, so I'm going to have to criticise him, and I think he deserves it.
Lee, we've had the first one come on and say he wants him out.
I won't go that far. That's going a bit far, a bit like his team selection. But I definitely won't call for his head yet. But I think he does need to take a look. Some of the selections he's making, I don't think the fans agree totally at all. And like I said, there's a lot of fans there that have come tonight. Probably their only chance to go watch a Liverpool game, with it being the Carabao Cup.
You've watched the reserve team play.
Well, if they beat
we
Villa...
haven't even watched the reserve. We've not even watched the reserve, Jamie. We've watched the kids. That if Crystal Palace can afford to put a half-decent side out...
Yeah.
How can Liverpool FC not put a half-decent side out?
I agree with you. It's disrespectful. No, I think he's been disrespectful. To
if they beat Villa in the next game, he was right. It's the only way you can make it amends. If they get beat by Villa, then...
Yeah, I know,
coming on top of it.
You still need a result. Like, Liverpool need a result.
But if he plays a completely different team against Villa and they win, then
I know, but Klopp would rock up.
He can explain.
Klopp would rock up and want to win both of the games. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, he's been guilty of it as well. At Wolves away, he left out. They got knocked out at the League Cup.
Mate, I remember when Jurgen Klopp was in charge, when his team was cooking, right? When Liverpool were Liverpool, they're getting latter stages of every tournament, mate. Every tournament.
I played in the League Cup final for Aston Villa against Man United. Probably one of the best 3 days in my career.
Yeah.
So I look at the League Cup as a big trophy to win.
I've won the League Cup. It was amazing.
There we go.
It's a great trophy.
Yeah. To get to the final at Wembley,
tonight, you're in the quarter-final.
There's 8 left. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You could get and you get another home draw, and all of a sudden you're in the semi-final, and then it's worth winning. You're at Wembley. Do you know? And you look at it and you go, "Come on, lads! Like, I need a bit more from you. I need a bit more from the manager." Like Liverpool right now, the fans must be thinking, "What's going on here?" Spent a fortune, and that's what we're putting out.
Football management is just finding a formula to get results, and sometimes you stumble upon it, and sometimes you make it happen. And at the moment, he's struggling to find the formula because he's got too many ingredients. Actually, he signed too many players who want to run forward and don't want to run back.
Tonight. Same scenario. Arsenal in the same. They got Brighton, Liverpool, Crystal Palace. Right, same scenario. Arsenal. They made some changes. Saka comes on, scores.
Rice, come on.
Do you know what I mean? He brings on big players, gives them 20 minutes, half hour. Go and stretch your legs, lads. Go and enjoy yourselves. Get something for the team. And then that quality comes on the pitch, and everyone there goes, "Oh, Saka's on the pitch. We want to go and win the game." You know, Liverpool tonight.
The argument the other way would be if Salah played tonight and pulled his hamstring, they go, "Why is he playing in the game right now?"
I know, but these are elite athletes. Do you know what I mean, Dean? Like, you can't just constantly wrap people up in cotton wool. They've done that with Isak. He's got injured anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You got to let these players play.
Yeah, and fans out there will be saying, "You spent $500 million on the squad. Surely you can put a better team than that out." Because you're trying to win everything. When you spend $500 million, you're trying to win the Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, World Club Championships, and the League Cup. You're trying to win it all.
Yeah, well, they ain't going to do nothing with that team, that's for sure. Let's go to Nicky, who's a Liverpool fan. All right, Nick?
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Paul. You okay?
Yeah, Arne Slot, what are you saying about him right now?
He's out of his depth, mate.
He's out of his depth?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We're not going to win the Premiership. Let's get it right. We're not. We're 7 points behind Arsenal. So we're not going to win it. So why don't you play strong the squad tonight and get to another round of the Cup? The only guys he played on the team was McCarthy and Robinson. That's it. Put all the kids out. And
some of the squad numbers, mate, it looks like bingo.
So the team came out today, so we're going to get beat tonight. We're going to get beat. Went to the pub, a good bunch. After half time, so we were 2-0 down. I thought, I'm going home. You know, it's ridiculous. He's out of his depth, mate.
I don't know if you can say he's out of his depth. He won the Premier League. He's getting it all wrong. I have to say that. I think he's getting it all wrong. Like tonight, I look at it. Tonight, Nicky, I look at it and go, you got to put a half-decent team out. You've been in bad form. You need the fans on side. You need a bit of, momentum, a bit of energy in the crowd, a bit of something. And you look and you get that performance, you get that result. And all right, look, you got Aston Villa at the weekend. It's a massive. You lose that, all of a sudden, people are going, hold on a minute, what is going on here? This is embarrassing. And at the Cup, we're losing. I'll just see a stat. It's the first time you've lost 5 domestic games on the bounce since 1953.
I think my dad was playing then.
1953.
I think my dad played in that game.
Come on, you spent $500 million.
Well, in my opinion, we should have bought Isak. We didn't need him. So the defender from Palace, which he should have had, we never got. But he doesn't play the same team every week. He plays the wrong players. So my best way we are at the moment, Liverpool.
Do you want him out, Nicky? Do you want Arne Slot to go? Would you sack him?
You can't.
If you lose at the weekend, yeah.
If he loses at the weekend. All right, Nick, thanks for your call. Get your calls in.